Now, currently 9 out of the 13 countries in the region are members of the Gulf of Guinea Commission. It, however, did not start operations until March 2007, with the main objective of collaborating to harness efficiently the resources of the Gulf of Guinea and also deal with illegal activities such as piracy and illegal, unregulated and reported fishing in the area. Let's listen to President Akufo-Addo. Okay, so we are sorry we're unable to bring you that voice, but in a meeting for the commission, the meeting for the commission were put on hold due to the outbreak of COVID-19. The President Akufo-Addo said that the third ordinary session of the heads of state and government of the Gulf of Guinea Commission is therefore the first meeting after the pandemic. Now, opening the meeting after swearing in new executives of the commission, President Akufo-Addo suggested the expansion of the membership to include countries in Central Africa, which are also found along the coast. This, he says, will help effectively deal with illegal activities on the ocean.
Excellencies, I've taken advantage of this extraordinary meeting to bring up for discussion two issues that are of great importance to our region. Firstly, the issue of finding means of making our region a safe, secure, and prosperous one. And secondly, the deliberation on whether it is in our collective interest to enlarge the Gulf of Guinea Commission so that we will have as member states all the coastal states of West and Central Africa, from Cape Verde to Angola, instead of only the coastal states of the geographical Gulf of Guinea region, from Cote d'Ivoire to Angola, as is currently set out in the 2001 treaty establishing the Gulf of Guinea Commission. There will then be the need to amend this treaty to reflect this new development if it is so accepted. These are the items for our agenda for the closed-door session. It is important that we have some serious discussion on these items in order to come up with strategies geared towards strengthening peace and security and winning the fight against maritime-related crimes in the region, such as piracy, illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing, arms trafficking, pollution of the environment, smuggling, fuel and crude oil theft. We shall continue to work to address these maritime security issues to help curtail and eradicate the menace caused by these acts of criminality in the region, so as to build a safe, secure, and prosperous Gulf of Guinea region for sustainable development for our people.
You heard Ghana's President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now, on her part, Ghana's Foreign Affairs Minister Shirley Ayoko Boateng indicated that though various executive positions for the Commission have been filled, the position of the Director of Finance remains vacant.
At the 5th Ordinary Session of the Gulf of Guinea Commission, held virtually on the 13th of October 2022, the heads of state and government elected new members to fill the vacant positions of the Executive Secretariat of the GGC. Thus, in recognition of the importance of sustained leadership and continuity in steering the affairs of the Commission, this extraordinary summit is convened to formally bestow on the new executives the authority to fulfill their mandate and responsibilities. While thanking the outgoing executives for their selfless and dedicated service, we welcome the new executives and encourage them to be driven by the timeless notions of public service, as well as implore them to work for the common good of protecting and preserving our shared maritime domain. We are excited to see how you shape our organization going forward. It is, however, worrisome to note that the position of Director of Finance still remains vacant, and I wish to urge interested member states to present their nominees to the Executive Secretariat for consideration.
That was Shelley Ayoko Botre. She is the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration. Now, also, the immediate past Executive Secretary of the Gulf of Guinea Commission, Florentina Adenike Utunga, expressed worry at the penchant of executives of the Commission to overstay their tenure. This, she said, does not augur well for the Commission. Let's listen to her.
To this very important third ordinary session of the Gulf of Guinea Commission, being held in this beautiful and historic town of Accra, the capital of Ghana. Our meeting today, as you have heard, is first and foremost for the swearing in of the members of the new Executive Committee of the Executive Secretariat of the Gulf of Guinea Commission. And it is made up of 5 members of designated 5 member states that have been successful in their bid to present candidates for these positions. We have Equatorial Guinea for the Executive Secretary, Nigeria for the Deputy Executive Secretary Political Affairs, Angola for the Deputy Executive Secretary Natural Resources, Ghana Director of Administration, and the Director of Finance is still vacant. We urge all qualified member states to indicate their interest to send a nominee to occupy that position. This nomination is for a period of 3 years, renewable ones. It is important to stress the period of tenure of the new team, as it is fast becoming a way for members' mandate to go beyond the 3-year stipulated in the rules of procedure, as it has been in the last 3 occasions.
And that was Florentina Adeniko Utunga, and she is the immediate past Executive Secretary of the Gulf of Guinea Commission. If you just join us, you're listening to Maritime and Port News. Now let's move to some international stories. The government of Canada has greenlighted the CAD $2 billion Roberts Bank Terminal 2 project, a significant container terminal expansion project in Delta, British Columbia. The approval follows a thorough environmental assessment that began in 2013. The Vancouver Fraser Port Authority, which is leading the project, praised the decision, noting it's important for the country's long-term trade growth and capacity needs, as West Coast marine container terminals are projected to reach capacity by mid to late 2020s. The expansion will involve constructing new land and a 3-bed marine container terminal near existing terminals at Roberts Bank. It will ultimately increase the West Coast container capacity by thoroughly 1/3, adding 2.4 million TEUs of capacity. President and CEO of the Vancouver Fraser Port Authority, Robin Sylvester, emphasized the project's crucial role in enhancing Canada's supply chain. He said, with this approval, we can advance one of Canada's most important trade infrastructure projects to date, bolster our national supply chain resilience, and deliver generational economic benefit for Canadians and Canadian businesses. The project is expected to offer significant economic advantages, including over 18,000 construction jobs, 17,300 ongoing jobs, an estimated $3 billion in annual GDP upon completion, and $631 million in tax revenue for Canadian services. The Port Authority Board Chair Judy Rogers highlighted the project's sustainability efforts and alignment with Indigenous priorities. The new marine terminal, funded by the Port Authority and private investment, will be situated in subtidal waters to minimize environmental impact. And finally, Maersk and CMA CGM's Australian subsidiary ANL have signed up to explore the commercial feasibility of establishing a green methanol bunkering hub at the port of Melbourne. Now, the MOU provides a starting point for the parties to work together to explore the various elements of establishing the green methanol bunkering hub and identify any challenges that would need to be addressed. On this note, we'll wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News, proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. You can always contact them at the Shippers House in Accra. For more Maritime and Port News, follow me on YouTube at Nanesi Boateng. My name is Nanesi Boateng, my producer, Kwekwa Boachi. Have a great day.